I'm landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, this is DBoe over at Lansay Go, and tonight we're going to be playing some Arena, Constructed, and I've got a really fun list for you today. This is one that I kind of threw together that I think has some really interesting synergies in it, and I'm really excited to bring it to you. It's called Big Butts, and I cannot lie, I think it's going to be a pretty fun deck. This basically it's all about playing high alert and playing things like basically high toughness creatures that are all about surviving burn removal spells and getting in for toughness damage instead of power damage. So let's go ahead and break it on down and see what it is that we can do in this list. So first off, we'll start out with our creatures. We're going to be running 3 Omen Speaker. Omen Speaker is a 1/3 body for 2 mana, and when it enters the battlefield, you get to scry 2. So on top of that, we're also going to be running Surge Mare. It's another 2-drop. This one's a 0/5, and then it can't be blocked by green creatures. And then whenever Surge Mare deals combat damage to an opponent, you may draw a card, and if you do, you can discard a card. And then you can also pump them, so that way if our High Alert or our Huatli gets damaged or removed, turn myself up a little bit, so that way if Huatli gets damaged or removed, we can have other ways of dealing damage to our opponent. How's that land party? Is that doing a little bit better? In any case, we'll keep moving on. Hopefully the volume is going to be just right. For our okay, apparently I'm still a little bit quiet. Okay, for our other damage here, we're going to be running for our removal, we're going to be running Lightning Strike. Alright, apparently I need to be a little bit louder yet. How about that? Is that a little bit better, you guys? Oh, the ring shouldn't actually be popping up. Okay, let me go ahead and change that real quick. Alright, the desktop audio should be all the way down. And my microphone volume seems to be pretty good. So just checking this one more time, you guys. Sorry about this. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. How about that? Am I blowing everybody out now? Is that a little bit better for everybody? Can you hear me better now? We can run it with the pad on the microphone off. Okay. All right. We'll run it like this. All right. And I don't know why the ring is going off. It should be off. So sorry about that. It's probably going to be dinging you apparently now the entire time. Let me see if I can just turn down the desktop audio and see if that will change things. In any case, all right, back to the list. We're running Omen Speaker, Surge Mare, and then we're also going to be running a new card here. Whoop, I got rid of one. I got to bring him back in. It's going to be the Glinthorn Buccaneer. So Glinthorn Buccaneer is a 3-mana 2/4. It's got haste, and then whenever you discard a card, he deals 1 damage to each opponent, and then you can pay 1 to red and discard a card to draw a card, and you can activate this ability only if he's attacking. Now, in this list, we actually have quite a few ways to discard cards. You saw with like Surge Mare, and also with Glinthorn Buccaneer himself. And so we're going to be kind of like filtering through our list, and so if we're going to be doing that, we can start dealing some just pinging damage to our opponent with those 2 cards. For more damage, we're also going to be running something like Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice. For 4 mana, we get a 2/5. It's got Flying and Mentor. Now, Mentor cares about power, which is great because all of our creatures have very little power. So this is going to be really good for us. And at the beginning of combat on our turn, choose up to 1 target creature you control, and until end of turn, that creature gets +2/+0, and gains Trample if it's red, and gains Vigilance if it's white. So that means our creatures that are like the Glinthorn Buccaneer, or the next card I'm going to talk about, will get +2/+0 and Trample. And then creatures like the Deputy are going to get Vigilance if they're white. Now, the next card we're going to be talking about here is Amplifier. This is the card that really... I'm sorry. The ring light is blowing me out. Okay, I can turn that down a little bit. There, that a little bit better. Okay. So we're gonna be running 3 Amplifier. Now, Amplifier is one of these cards that doesn't really see a lot of play. It is a bulk rare at best, but it's got a really unique effect, and I thought this list would actually be the perfect list for us to really try it out and give it a positive look. So it's 4 mana for a 1/1. Bad, right? Well, at the beginning of our upkeep, we reveal cards from the top of our library until we reveal a creature card, and until our next turn, Amplifier's base power becomes twice that creature's power, and its base toughness becomes twice that creature's toughness. So, and then you put the reveal cards on the bottom of your library in a random order. So what's really great about this, since all of our creatures have giant butts, Amplifier is going to be like a 2/8 or a 2/10 or even higher. So I'm really excited about trying this out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And that's kind of like the cheeky combo. Excuse me, that's like the cheeky combo of the list. We're also going to be running a single copy of Oketra. Oketra herself is a 3/6. And again, if we have something like our High Alerts down or Huatli, we'll cover those in a second. She'll be dealing 6 damage double strike. And then whenever we cast a creature, we get a 4/4 Black Zombie Warrior with Vigilance. And then whenever she dies, you can put her the third from the top of her library. We're only running 1 copy. I was debating running 2. We're only running 1 because we're pretty low on the curve and we want to use our mana for other things. So being able to find her, get her on the battlefield. If she blows up, we can have the option to put her back on top of our library. And I think that's fine. It's not instrumental to our game plan. It's just added value. And it's a really good hit off the Amplifier if we hit it. Mesmerizing Benthid. So it's another card that I was really hyped about when it first came out and never really got to see any play with it until now. So we're going to be running 2 of this 5 mana spell. It's a 4/5, and it enters the battlefield. You create 2 0/2 blue illusion creature tokens with whenever this creature blocks a creature, that creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So it's really good about stabilizing. And then it also has hexproof as long as we control an illusion. So we have 2 creatures that are illusions, and it basically would have hexproof. But what's really great in this list is before it would just be a 4 power for 5 mana. But in this list, we're getting 9 power across 3 bodies for 5 mana. Plus, one of them's hexproof. And if we leave up 2 of them for blockers, we also have 2 ways of dealing with our opponent's creatures long term. So that's pretty awesome as well. For added card advantage, we're going to be running Mentor of the Meek. Like you saw, a lot of our creatures here are pretty low to the ground. So being able to get a creature with power 2 or less onto the battlefield, we can then pay 1, draw a card. Very good. Militia Bugler. Again, it cares about creatures with power 2 or less. When it enters the battlefield, we reveal the top of our library. I believe it's the top 4 of our library. And we can find a creature with power 2 or less, put it into our hand. So it's a good way for us to get further into our game plan here. And what's great with this one in particular is it jeepers, sorry. It becomes a 3/3. It becomes a 3/3 with High Alert or Huatli down. Now I keep saying High Alert and Huatli. So High Alert is a 3 mana enchantment, and it says each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then we can also attack with creatures as though they didn't have defender, and we can pay 4 to untap a target creature, which could be really good if we're going to be like swinging with an Amplifier and they swing out and we pay 4 to untap to be able to block something because the Amplifier stays real big. That's one way we can do it. And then we also have Huatli here, and it says each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then you can also -3 to gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Again, that can be really huge with an Amplifier on the battlefield. And also just our creatures in general have big butts. Like we could gain 5 life. So, I think that this is going to have some really fun synergies, and I'm excited to give it a try. For our removal, running 4 Deputy of Detention. It's a 1/3, so it would be a 3/3 for 3 that also removes a non-land permanent, and all copies of that non-land permanent. And we're also running a couple lightning strikes in the main for some added removal. Now, going into our sideboard, we actually have some really interesting things here that, again, don't see a lot of play, but I think works pretty good in a list like this. So we're running 3 Sun Cleanser. 2 mana, we get a 1/4. And if our game plan is on track, we actually will be able to have a 4-power creature for 2 mana that also will remove counters from a creature or a player. And that creature or player can't have counters for as long as Sun Cleanser is on the battlefield. Well, what's really great about this is Nissa is still a thing in the format, so she puts 3+1/+1 counters on her lands. So then we can play Sun Cleanser, target the land loses the counters, and then the land would die because it's a 0/0 at that point. So it's a good way for like land destruction against Nissa. It's a good way for us to deal with Hydroid Krasis, it would kill it. Great way for us to deal with things like the Explore package. So we're running 3 copies of that, and I think it's going to be really good for us. We're going to be running a couple of negates. Just having that option is going to be really good for us. 2 Kinjali Sunwing. For those fast decks or the decks that also are trying to reanimate something with haste from the graveyard, Kinjali Sunwing can win us the game with that. Basically, creatures our opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Plus, at this point, it would be a 3-mana 3/3 flyer with one of our toughness matters things on the battlefield. We'll be running a couple Prison Realm to deal with planeswalkers and also some troublesome creatures. Against that burn matchup, we have the Huatli, but we'll also be running a couple Shieldmare to gain us some life. We have a couple of Blood Sun in the sideboard for against the Scape Shift combo decks, and especially the ones that have to do with the Field of the Dead. But it also will just be good for us to get it down, and it'll just help us with our lands as well. Now, the thing with this as well, it draws us a card, and this is why I decided to choose this over Alpine Moon. I'm not as worried about those Scape Shift decks until about turn 4, turn 5, when they can start getting a huge amount of value. So the Blood Sun, it will come down, it'll draw us a card, it'll help us find our creatures again, and it'll help turn off those decks. And then lastly, a bit of hidden tech here, literally from the done button, is Bishop of Rebirth. So we're running 2 copies. It's 5 mana for a 3/4 with Vigilance. And at this point, if we put it in, it would be a 4/4 with Vigilance. And then it says whenever it attacks, you may return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Well, if you notice, most of our creatures are converted mana cost 3 or less. So against decks with a lot of removal, this is going to be a good one to bring in, probably over an Oketra, maybe over an Amplifier, to be able to get in some attacks, be able to recur things from our graveyard, and I think it's going to be pretty good for us. So again, that's Big Butts, and I'm really excited to give it a try. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. So we'll go ahead and hit play. We'll do traditional ranked, make sure we get the right one. Just Guy Big Butts, and hopefully this tech works. I have no idea if it will. Seems like it'd be a fun one to try, though. Again, guys, thanks, Late Party. I'll give them hell for sure. Again, guys, I'm DBoe over at Landside Go. You can follow us over on our social medias. Just search Landside Go. I will like to play first. Yeah, we can get down to Surge Mare pretty fast. We have Lightning Strike, 2 lands. We can keep that. Hopefully we can get a 3rd land for High Alert. Hallowed Fountain taps. Pass turn. Hey, perfect. Look at that. 3rd land. What did I tell you? So we'll go ahead and get that down. Play the Surge Mare. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay. Well, I'm tempted to just get the Deputy down because Dreadhorde can be pretty good. But instead, we're going to go ahead and pay 2 life. Get down the high alert. And we're going to swing out for 5. Luckily, we have the do we want to discard anything? At this point, no. We'll go ahead and decline. We have a really good stacked hand at the moment. If they get the feather down next turn, we'll go ahead and deputy that out. I'm sure that they'll have a removal spell for it. My assumption is he's going to... Ooh, okay. Well, my assumption was wrong. Okay, we will go ahead and deputy now. Take both his Dreadhorde Arcanists. Seems like a really good target. Probably has God's Willing. Reckless Rage. Okay, not bad. Go ahead and move to attacks. Go ahead and pitch the planes. Yeah. And we'll get down Glacial Fortress. One more turn, we can get down the Mesmerizing Binthid. Vanguard, okay. Double Vanguard, okay. Get a Reckless Rage. I would assume he wouldn't. I mean, there's no benefit to it. Alright, Aurelia. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything with with the Surge Mare except give it +2/+health. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think we're going to go ahead and we'll get Aurelia down, though. It'd be a good blocker against the Vanguards. Sure, we'll go ahead and choose the Surge Bear. It's not going to do anything for the power, but next turn if we swing out, we can start growing this. He's already at 8 life, so he's not going to want to start paying he's not going to want to start paying this here. Alright, he's going to be able to start growing that like ridiculously here. Now, is he going to swing out and does he have Reckless Rage in here? He does still have Reckless Rage. If we draw one more land, we'll be able to get down the Binthid. And once we get down the Binthid, we'll be able to just block everything. Alright, did not get it. Okay. So, we have options. We can swing out, grow the Surge Mare. We can... see, is this whenever you cast a spell targets it? Okay. We can also Lightning Strike something in response. Oh, that's right. We just win. We just win. Because we have Lightning Strike. We just win. So. Okay, 2 attacks. Boop. Alright, so now we get Mentor. We will... Wait. What? Why did I get Why did I get the Mentor trigger? What the heck? Alright, that's fine. We should have gotten a Mentor trigger there. And then Lightning Strike. We should have gotten a Mentor trigger there because the power is technically still a 2/5. Not really a 5/5. We might have to put that in as a an oopsie. Conjolly Sunwing actually seems pretty good. Sun Cleanser maybe. Prison Realm seems good. Okay, so let's bring in the Sunwings to stop haste. We can bring out maybe a Mentor. Actually, bring out 2 Mentors. We can bring in the Prison Realms to help stop Feather. And we can take out, say, a Bugler. And perhaps an Omen Speaker. We'll go like that. Thanks, Land Party. I'm glad you liked the deck. So, luckily our opponent didn't draw a Feather or a God's Willing. But who knows? Hopefully we can get this going. 3 lands and things. Seems pretty good. So we can get down Mentor. We can get down this. Luckily these can also attack just for funsies. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I'd like to have, like a 2-mana thing or something like that, but sweet. And into a Huatli. That's awesome. Steam Vent tapped. Well, that may make me want to get down Huatli first and then Buccaneer. We'll see. Gonna swing out for 2. Alright, there's an Omen Speaker. Go ahead and get that down. We'll put the Bended to the bottom. I'm just not sure if Conjolly Sunwing is what we want now that he's got down his hasty guy already. Yeah, I'm just going to keep searching for lands for now. We'll put it to the bottom. There's the Feather. Yeah, we'll just block. It's fine. Alright, well, we got the land that we wanted. So now we have options. We can do Mentor into Glinthorn Buccaneer like that, or we can go Huatli into the Buccaneer and swing for 4. It's a tough call. Let's hope Huatli stays around. Two combat. No attacks. In turn. Sure. Goodbye, Omen Speaker. I guess he'll be able to get Huatli down to 1 if he wants this turn. Yep. Maybe kill it if he has another spell. Nope. I would like to find a high alert at some point. Ooh, Deputy is good too. Unfortunately, he's got that Reckless Rage in hand. So, we can get down to 2/5 for blocks. And just start swinging out for 4. You think Aurelia? All right, down Aurelia. Growing this guy out of reach. The next thing we can do too is... That's sad. Vow to Kree, that's a good card. Maybe we should consider running that in sideboard. I think our opponent's got a pretty good handle on this, being able to get that Reckless Rage over and over again. It's pretty rough. Alright, we did not draw the land for the Oketra. God, 4 damage. Yeah, well I guess we'll just get down, I don't know. Really want to give him anything. It's alright. We'll just pass turn. Yeah, the match is really bad when it's on the play for sure. Hopefully we can get past that and get to game 3 and just take over. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Let's go to the next one. Okay, well, is there anything else that we would change? Maybe with all the Reckless Rages we bring in Bishop, but again, they could just kill him. Doesn't matter. I think we just need to be more aggressive. The Prison Realm seems good. We can maybe like go down 2 deputies and I don't know, go back an Omen Speaker, maybe a Sun Cleanser or something like that. So we got the Prison Realms, and he can just kill the deputy pretty easily. Yeah, I'll try it like that. Things a little bit lower. The Benthen would be a good one to get down in this matchup, if we could. We will be on the play first. Sure. 2 lands, an Omen Speaker to find more lands, Militia, Bugler into Aurelia into Benthen. Seems keepable. Go ahead and it looks like our opponent made mulliganed. Waiting on them. Alright, mulligan down to 6. Sweet, we drew into a land. We will definitely keep a second high alert. I think we're going to want the land first. My assumption is they're going to have some sort of enchantment removal. That's why I kept the high alert. That's my game plan. Maybe they have a lightning strike here. Nope. I love how this like dinky little Omen Speaker just like domes him in the face. Just like, 3, 3, 3 every time. Ooh, Gideon. That's pretty scary. Luckily though, we've got some pretty good answers to him at the moment. Alright. Hello, Fountain. Go ahead and pay 2 life. Get down, Aurelia. You have almost speaker +2/+0. Does it matter? And then we will. I guess we'll attack Gideon. It's fine. Get him down to 2. Hey, Benji. Glad to see you here, man. There's the feather. So Togar is great in Grixis Reanimator. That seems pretty good. Indestructible. I think that's still end of turn, right? Not till next turn. Yeah, end of turn. Sure. Yeah, we'll just block. No point in taking 4. Sweet. That's a good hit. Yeah, we'll just slam it. Alright, give it to this one. We will all attack. We'll just go ahead and kill Gideon, unless he blocks with Feather. He may have another Feather in hand. Alright, Gideon down. Having the Hexproof here is going to be really good against that stupid Reckless Rage. So, luckily we have a 5/5 with Hexproof at the moment. Plus, we have these 2/2s that will prevent this from not tapping anymore, which is pretty great. Although he passed to his second main, so we'll see what happens next. So if we swing out, we can, at that point, pump the illusions to make them 0/3s. Oh, this is good too. This is really good too. Of course, he's got the Reckless Rage. Alright, well, I'm gonna slam it. Yeah, I'm gonna slam it, force him to use it, and then swing out. This is a hasty 4 damage right here. So we will go ahead and give Aurelia the +2/+0. So that way we can pump this guy on attacks. Sure, we'll target him. You want to use your Reckless Rage? Is he going to block now? He's got 14 damage coming through at the moment. Does he have a God's Willing? Or a Sheltering Light? Either of those two to save it? Moment of Triumph. That's sad. Moment of Triumph is 1 mana, +2/+2, and you gain 2 life. That seems pretty good. So next turn we can leave one of these back to block if we need to. Or if he swings out, we can swing out and then untap it with High Alert. Does he have another shock? I guess he has Reckless Rage. That's true too. Yep. So now we can start dealing damage directly to the mesmerizing Bentid. He's got 9 damage coming across at the moment. Leaving back Feather. He's got that moment of triumph again in his hand. Prison Realm would be a good draw at the moment. It is not a Prison Realm. We'll go ahead and Militia Bugler. See what we hit. Into a Mentor. Okay. Probably just hold the Mentor at the moment. So if I were to cast it, he can just Reckless Rage, kill it now, get it back at the end of my turn, and then kill Militia Bugler. Yeah, it's not great. We'll just go ahead and get down another High Alert. Yep. So I'm gonna have to block. Shoot, Slipknot. Shoot. You got. What's your question? No attacks. It's possible. Bant could be. I mean, there's some good answers in Bant. You got Arcades as well to draw cards with like your defenders. I wanted to go Jeskai for Aurelia and the to untap the lands each turn too. Yeah, that's possible. I wanted to go just all the Reckless Rages. I also wanted to get the Glint, the Mentor that has a hasty 4 damage. He's also a good way to filter through the list. The idea is to try to filter through the list as much as possible to try to get through it. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. I don't see a way past this outside of. Alright, I'll play it out. I'm gonna play it out. If we just draw like Prison Realm, we have a chance. But I mean, he's got so much card advantage with like Defiant Strike and all that. So, I mean, Sun Cleanser can help us a little bit with the 10th District Legionnaire if we happen to draw it. It would reduce it down pretty low. But he would just Reckless Rage it. There's a Hawatli. Yeah, I'm not really seeing. Hey Nate, how you doing? How you doing, man? Well, I'm playing big butts, and how it's going, I cannot lie. Game 1 was really good. Games 2 and 3 were kind of floundering a little bit. And that's kind of what you would expect from a little jank deck. But we'll go ahead and we'll just concede. Our opponent got this one. Feather's just a pretty tough matchup all around anyways. We just didn't draw much of our sideboard against it. So, it is what it is. We'll just move on to the next one. Hopefully we can get there. We will play our big butts, go to traditional ranked. But Slipknot, did that answer your question? I know it's kind of like breaking my focus a little bit. It's mainly for Aurelia because I want the ability to be able to pump if it wasn't busted, if it wasn't glitched, to be able to pump my creatures, make them even bigger with Aurelia. Also, I wanted to the main reason why I wanted to go red was actually Amplifier. Amplifier's in this list to be able to make use of him because no one's playing him. So that was the other reason why I went red. I forgot that at the moment. Yeah, this seems good. Turn 2 Surge Mare. We draw another red source. We get the Glenhor Buccaneer twice. We'll go ahead and keep that. Keep the 7. I'll probably play, if we don't play, or if we don't find a High Alert, I'll probably play Omen Speaker just to find the High Alert. Hollow Fountain tapped. Because we want to be able to get that, get to the high alert here. Mentor of the Meek. Decent draw, not bad. It's a good way to start digging for it. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lands to the Binthed. I think we're just gonna go ahead and put this to the bottom. Again, we want to find either our high alert or our Huatli. We have six of those in the deck, so hopefully we'll be able to find one. Thief of Sanity, that's not good. that's not good. That's not good at all. Go ahead and get down, Mentor. No attacks. Yep. See what he hits. That's unfortunate. Got that on curve. We didn't have good answers for it. Mill some lands. So that's good. Maybe we found our high alert. Of course, it's going to be the next one on top. Everyone knows that. Lava Coil on that. Sure. I'm glad he got rid of that versus something else. Though it does suck that we don't get to make use of the card draw. Thought Erasure. Well, bye-bye Aurelia. That's kind of sad. I would have liked to have had Aurelia to be able to block the Thief of Sanity. Yep. There goes Aurelia. Deputy. That's not a bad draw there. So we'll go ahead and put this in to play tapped then. Get down the Deputy. I'm assuming he's got removal, though. But at least it turns him off a turn. Nicol Bolas. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of that guy. We've got 2 of them. Drew these out of order. That's unfortunate. Get that down. We'll leave Lightning Strike up in case he kills the Deputy so we can kill the Thief of Sanity. I would very much like to kill that Nicol Bolas. Does he have the other Nicol Bolas? Hostage Taker. That's not good. Although, this could be really good for us. He's probably going to steal the Deputy. Yeah. Resolve. So I could take the Nicol Bolas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could take the Nicol Bolas by killing Hostage Taker, get back Deputy, take the Nicol Bolas. Although then we have to deal with the Thief of Sanity. Alright, I'm not as worried about the Nicol Bolas at the moment. We'll just go ahead and take the Thief of Sanity again. Well, here, we can swing in and pump the Surge Mare twice. So we'll go and do that. If he blocks, I will 100% pump and kill Nicol Bolas. Oh. Oh, yes. Now he may have a disfigure, which would be really sad. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Felt really good. I don't think he read that right or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mesmerizing Benton. Seems like a decent one to get down. He's got flying and death touch there. No attacks. But I don't know if we can get a high alert, we'll be set. But oh, he cast my amplifier. No, no, no! I wanted that. No, give that back. I wanted my amplifier. Oh, you're so mean to me. That's not very nice. It's not very nice at all. I'm gonna go ahead and filter away this. We'll get rid of the Buccaneer. I guess we could get rid of the Benthet as well. To get rid of like his Nightveil Predator. So we will go ahead and attack and attack. And then I would like to use his ability, please. I'd like to use his ability, please. I would like to use his ability, please. What the heck? Red. Blue. Let me use his ability, please. Thank you. Submit one. Yeesh. Play the land. Alright. That's an 8-8. At least he doesn't draw it. And he got rid of what? Castan and Avrasta's Contempt? That's pretty good. And the Thief of Sanity? Oh man, come on. Come on. And a main board War Boss, eh? It's the only one? Sure. I don't know why he didn't block with the amplifier. Ugh. This is bad. Interstabbed. No attacks. This is not great. Standard would be unstoppable with Nissa, who takes the world. Yeah, it would be pretty terrifying. Alright. Attacks with those two. Yep. Yep. I unfortunately can't block the flyers at the moment. We're going to have to bring in, like, Prison Realm. Lightning Strike's okay. Oh, there was my high alert. Screw you, man. He steals my Omen speaker. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And he emailed it. And he took my answer to be able to find it. Of course. Of course. Alright. So now our opponent knows what I'm trying to do. And I keep drawing into lands. Land. Sego. I think our opponent's kind of got this one now. Yeah. Only attacks with one. Okay. Well, I will keep tapping down your dudes. Yep. So I'll just take the planes. Bishop of Rebirth could be pretty good in this. Jeez. Yeah. All right. We're floating out. It's getting pretty hard to deal with our opponent's board. We'll just move on. Go to game 2. Alright, so what can we bring in? We could take out... Alright. We need Prison Realms. We need Sunwings. Bishops could be good because he kept killing a lot of my creatures. Let's bring in the bishops. Let's take out the Benthids. We need to cut 4 more cards. Mentor. Amplifier. And yikes. Let's take out an open speaker. I'm tanking the rank. Yeah, I mean it's a fun jank deck. I mean, I'm hoping to go at least positive, but who knows? Maybe not. Maybe maybe it's not that good. Definitely hurts when you don't find like your high alerts or your Huatlis or anything like that. My opponent's still trying to figure out exactly how to deal with what I'm bringing in here. But if it was any indication from the very first game we played, we could have some really powerful stuff. Not to mention Surge Mare is really good against green decks. We just haven't found a green deck. We will play first. Sure. We will keep it. Early game removal. Amplifier, start hitting hard. 4 lands. Bishop Rebirth. We just need to find some more action. Steam Vents tapped. This hand's a little bit slow, but we're up against a slow opponent. Oh, there's a high alert. Now he's going to play Thought Erasure, and it's going to go bye-bye. If he doesn't play Thought Erasure, then I will play High Alert next turn, and then the following turn play Amplifier. But here's the Thought Erasure. There goes the High Alert. He could also, I guess, take the Prison Realm, but my assumption is he's going to take the High Alert. Ooh. Okay. 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 Slam that High Alert. Our game plan is actually on. Maybe he just has enough removal. He doesn't care about like Amplifier or anything like that. But Thief of Sanity. Okay. Lightning Strike. Detention. Deputy Detention. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and slam that. He's got removal for it. I'm sure he does. I'd rather him take it on this, not the Amplifier. Amplifier is going to be really good for us. It's a way for us to just slam and win the game. All of a sudden, it's like 10 damage coming through. Sure. Gets the Thief Sanity back. No problem. We'll pay 2 life, although we will get down the Bishop. See if he's got removal for this one. Because if not, alright, there's the Lava Coil. Alright, well he's getting rid of his removal, and I'll be able to get down this Amplifier, so hopefully that'll be good. It sucks that we weren't able to use the Bishop. I mean, mill 2 lands, that's good. We didn't need any more lands. Bugler's nice, we can play both of those. I think we just go Amplifier. And we'll see what we hit, if assuming he doesn't kill it. Yep. Swings out. Thief of Sandy, that's a good card. Oh no, Mario Ketcha! Oh man. That'd have been nice to draw. Another high alert. Unneeded at this point. We'll go ahead and bugler first. Deputy attention, sure. Get that out now. Omen speaker. 2 lands to the bottom. I'm sure my opponent is taking all of my best stuff. Yep. There goes. Oh, and a Jolly Stunwing. Oh man, those are good hits too. So he must have gotten something really bonkers. Nicol Bolas. Yeah. We will discard High Alert. Bugler. Not bad. Alright, well, I guess. Jeez. Alright, guys, do I take care of Bolas and swing in for 6? Start dealing damage to him? Or do I take care of Thief of Sanity and just deal with Bolas later? What do you guys think? I'm assuming he's got removal in his hand. I'm almost positive he's got removal in his hand. Or do I go Militia Bugler and just keep digging? Alright guys, let me know. Let me know. Alright. At this point, he's got so much value. I'm going to go ahead and take the Nicol Bolas and just start beating face. I'll attack. I'm going to try to race him. Who knows what he gets? Yep. Moves to attacks. Oh! Nate, you took too long. He is milling me pretty good. Alright. That was probably my lightning strike that he took. No, that was his. Oh man. And there's tapped. Next. Next. Well. That's what you get for playing janky, guys. Sorry, Jeremy. He's plummeting. Yeah, no attacks. I mean, I could swing any block and then just deal 3 down to 11, but I'd rather wait until I had something else. I don't know. The Wanderer may be an interesting idea for this deck. Look, he already had removal anyways. So I would have lost both creatures. Yeah, and I want to know what he's holding. I mean, I guess my creatures aren't that great for him, but it's like Prison Realms and things like that that could be in there. Your Empire is crumbling. Screw you. Alright, I need something good. I need a good hit. I don't think I'm going to get it. And he milled what? High Alert Surge Mare? Sure. Oh, into a Night Veil Predator? Man, I didn't even need my cards. Alright. Yep. Yep. Alright. Well. Big Butts is failing, is crumbling to the ground. And it's sad because I like Big Butts. Well, we're not going to drop below the base point of our rank. So if we're in like gold 2, it's not going to drop below gold 2. At least it didn't in previous seasons. So I'm going to keep trying it. Just guys in as thick as Bant. You're right. There's some good things in Bant. I'll try it again. We're learning this deck as we play. But you're right. There's some decent things in Bant. We could maybe pull some things up. After this, we can go back around and try to build a Bant version of this list if you want. I mean, I think part of the problem is I may not be running enough removal, but we will elect to play first. Yeah, this seems like a keep. Oketra, or one of Oketra, Militia Bugler. To find more stuff. I don't know if Esper has the thick. So we're playing against Cavalcade. Yep. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Alright. Bugler. Detention. Deputy of Detention. We just gotta slow down our opponent. Next turn we'll do... Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Block. Block. Come on, let me block. Thank you. Thank you, Arena. The problem is I'm not running enough good cards. I mean, there is that. Alright, we'll put this in tapped. And we'll play another Bugler. We do have High Alert as well, which is great. Sure. We get the only card we can. Mentor. And we'll attack for 2. Is he gonna block? You gonna block? He's gonna block. Cranko. That's a good Deputy of Detention target. Oh, and Hawatli is hilarious. Although he has to attack. And if we get down like Oketra, his deck's gonna be really hard to beat that. Hey, look at that! See? I'm playing good cards, you guys. I'm playing good cards. It happens. It happens here. It happens. You guys have no faith in me. No faith at all. Alright, Shield Mare seems good. Sunwing seems good. That's probably about it. A 2/4 body. It seems good. Probably take out the Mentors. They're just a little too weak. 0/5s. We'll take out 1 amplifier. Let's see what else can we take out. I'll take out 3 Mentors. They're just 2/2s. I mean, they're gonna die real easily to like shocks and stuff like that. So we'll just take them out. This is a deck that we're okay going in top deck mode with. We've got other means to filter our library and stuff like that. 1 land. Oh, this is a great stuff, but off color 1 land. No, we can't keep that. Okay, this is good. Got Shield Mare, Oketra, Aurelia, plus some lands and a High Alert. We will keep the 6. Guys, what do we put back? Do we put back a land, or we put back Oketra or Aurelia. We have more Aurelias in the deck, and Oketra won us the game last time, but Aurelia could also win us the game. And we'll get it down faster. I don't want to get rid of the high alert because that's our game plan. Shield Mare does take 2 white, which we currently don't have. Anybody? Any takers? Anybody? All right. Well. Cool. We'll bin Oketra. We have ways to like filter through our deck with like amplifier and stuff like that, so that'll be all right. Into a Binthed, okay. Sacred Foundry, interstapped. Could use a little bit more lands. I'm glad I got rid of the 5-drop because we drew into another 5-drop. That seems actually really good in this matchup. So, yep, it hits me for 2. Alright, there's some more lands. Not the colors we want, though. I could use another white source. But being able to get down like High Alert into Aurelia into Binthed could be pretty good. Chandra. That's pretty rough. You get hit for 4 here, down to 14. I could really use a white source. Nope. Although it's not bad. It's at least a blocker. You can block some damage here. It's a 0/5. It's going to be hard for our opponents to get rid of it. He's searching arena for all the good butts. There's like a few colorless ones that are pretty good. Like if we wanted to go like hardcore like damage, I was trying to go for like more value. But if you want to go for like hardcore damage, there's options for that, for sure. Yeah, Arcade's probably the best one, but none of our hey, that's 5 damage not going to our face, so that's okay. We will play the island. Cool. Play Aurelia. Give us another blocker here. We'll target herself, I suppose. Next turn we can kill Chandra with High Alert. So, assuming, like depending on what he plays here, that will stabilize us a great deal. We also have the Militia Bugler for backup. Instigator, sure. Does he have a Cavalcade? That's a good question. So, okay. This seems okay. We'll be taking 4 again next turn, down to 6. Puts us into 2 burn spell ranges. But we need to get rid of Chandra. We'll pump her. It's fine. Pump herself. Thank you. Yeah, there's a 1/7 Dino for 4 mana. That's an option, I guess. Like if we wanted to go like hardcore. Fry! Ah! That's a good draw for our opponent. Guess I drew another another Aurelia. I could really use. Let's have another Fry. A Legion Warboss. Yikes! Yeah, we're gonna have to kill this guy here. Block. Ooh, Hawatli is an interesting option too. Gain us some life. We may have to just do that. Unfortunately, we've been kind of stuck on lands here. Give herself all attack. This will stabilize us a little bit here. Oh no! Drew into it. Oh, he drew into it. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I would like to choose my blockers, please. Yeah, he just happened to draw like everything he needed. All right, we'll go to sideboard. Go to game 3 here. Let's see what we can find. All right, so knowing everything that we just saw, I think Prison Realm's fine. We can bring that in. Benthid would have been good had we been able to find it. Take out the last Mentor. Excuse me. We'll go ahead and take out one of the Buccaneers. And I mean, we could also run like the 1/4s just for good cheap blocks. Yeah, we'll bring that in. It's cheap, comes down early. Try it like that. Could have maybe brought in one more for over like a Benthid or something like that, just to lower the curve a little bit. But I think we're bringing the extra removal and the other creature there will be good. We will like to play first. Yeah, that's a keep. It's a good hand. So we got like Deputy into Militia, into Aurelia, into High Alert, something like that. Alright. Hallowed Fountain tapped. If we can draw a 2-drop here, that'd be really good. Grim Initiate, yep. Okay, drew into a Ketra, which is also really good. So everything on our deck apparently starts at 3 this game. We're gonna have to get rid of that Cavalcade eventually here. Get down that. Get down the Bugler. We'll see if he plays another Cavalcade. We get another detention, the Deputy Detention here. If he gets another Cavalcade, we will. Alright, he did not. Hits me for 2. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna keep slow rolling the Deputy Detention just a little bit. Make him use all of his stuff. Luckily the Sunwing will help slow the roll just a little bit. He's probably got a shock. I'm okay with starting to get rid of things. Does he have the shock? Or is he just trying to get in for Cavalcade damage? Ooh, this is good. Yeah. Be more mana efficient. We'll leave this back for when we really need it. Alright, there's the Fry. No attacks. Firebrand. Yep. Come on. There we go. Alright, into Oketra. This is great. This is right where we want to be. I think we're in a good position here. Now we can start exiling his stuff with Deputy. We can get down Shield Mare. Start dealing a ton of damage with High Alert. Yeah. He may have Fry. I'm just going to go no blocks. That's fine. Okay. This is where things get really good for us. We'll take the Cavalcade. Put that down at the bottom. We'll keep the militia bugler. We've still got deputy as well. We'll attack with those. Now we just start to get the punch face. Next turn we get down high alert and win the game. Sweet. Is he just gonna scoop? Alright, so at least we can win against Cavalcade, which is one of my favorite decks in the format at the moment. So, whew. It just requires us to, you know, find all the removal that we need. So, luckily we were able to win it there. Alright. Well, we can I'll keep giving it a try. We did okay there. Did okay there. What have you guys found in Bant for the big butts? Again, guys, my name is DBoe. You can see my name over here somewhere, wherever it is. Nope, over here. Right there. There's my name. There. Alright. Nope. Ah, dang it. Whatever. You can see my name. My name is DBoe over at landsego.com. This is a keep. We are a standard focused Magic the Gathering website. You can follow us over on our socials. Twitter is at Lansego1. You can also follow us on Facebook, which is Lansego. You can also follow us on our Facebook group, which is The Sideboard. Always looking for interesting conversations over there. We'll go ahead and get down the Omen speaker here. Looks like we're playing against Blue-Green Flash. Alright, well, we have 1, 2, 3 lands and a Binthid. I mean, we've got options to just keep playing out our hands and stuff. I mean, it seems pretty good. Yeah, we'll just keep that on top. I mean, sure, we're not hitting our game plan, but I mean, everything in our deck seems to be like, I think this would be a pretty decent matchup for us. And yeah, guys, let us know what we can do to keep you guys coming back. If you guys like giveaways, we can do things like that. If you'd like us to keep making, standard content, that's kind of like our bread and butter. We really like that kind of stuff. So we would really love the opportunity to be able to keep making that stuff for you. But just let us know what it is that you guys want to see from us, and we'll do our best to make it for you. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the stream so far. We've been trying to do a really big push on what we can do to make things better. As you can see, we've been kind of working on sets. Jeremy has really got his awesome, and so we're just looking to hopefully keep making things good for you guys. So hopefully you guys can see the effort we're putting into it, and we hope that you guys will continue to come join us every day, or at least every day we stream. Oh, well, there's Reclamation. It's a good target for Deputy of Detention. Oh, that was a mistake. Oops. We'll get it next turn. Luckily he doesn't have the green, blue, blue. He may be playing Nexus, which is not good for us. What's he got? Is he just gonna pump it up again? Yeah, unfortunately I played the wrong land. You could have drawn there. Definitely going to hold that Deputy of Detention until after he blows the Blast Zone. because when he does that, I can play the. He's going to kill 2 of our things. I'll be able to play Deputy and then get rid of his Wilderness Wreck. So that seems like a pretty good trade-off. Tamio. All right, not bad. That's a pretty good one for him to hit. Root Snare. Did not find it. That's also another good option for us to be able to hit is Tamio as well. I'm assuming though he's going to pop the Blast Zone here. Oh yeah, okay. We definitely need him to pop the Blast Zone or move it past high alert damage. So we have 4 mana available plus a Sacred Foundry. We'll pay 2 life. Go ahead and get this down. See if he pops the Blast Zone now. My assumption is that he will. Yep. Alright, well, we'll give it to Owen Speaker. And we will attack Tamio. Start getting Tamio a little bit lower. Next turn, we can, if we draw a land, we can Deputy of Detention and High Alert. Get rid of that Wilderness Reclamation. That's definitely something that I think we should be looking at for our next line of attack here. He did not find he did not find a Root Snare, which is good. Now we could also maybe pull like 2 Deputy Detentions, which could get rid of both Tamio and Wilderness Reclamation. Now he could potentially have a Frilled Mystic. He's got the mana available for it. We do have Oketra. That's a thing. Alright, so we're going to go to attacks first. And then see what happens in second main phase. Alright. So you get the +2, +5 in Vigilance. We will go ahead and all attack. 2 attackers. We will Mentor. And let's see what happens. Let's see what our opponent does. Does he have a Root Snare? I prefer that he didn't. Does he have an Unsummon or something like that? I would like him to use his mana now, so that way second main we can get down something else. Blink of an eye. Okay. Alright, well. One, two, three, four, 5. He could have a Nexus. Get down, Oketra. If we draw a land, again, it's like High Alert into Deputy of Detention. Seems pretty good. Oh, that's true. That did flip. I probably should have just taken the Wilderness Reclamation. I probably got too greedy. Because now we can dig with Tamio and dig with the Iskanta. So that's probably a misplay. I probably should have just taken the Deputy. He may have had like a Think Twice or something like that, or a blink of an eye. So he's gonna dig, probably find a Nexus here. There it is. All right. Well, I guess the question is can he win? I mean, he's going to be able to do some serious stuff here. He's going to cast it. Take the extra turn. He still has the opportunity to fizzle. But we'll see exactly what happens here. To another Nexus. Awesome! Extra turn after extra turn. Dismiss, sure. Sure. He's just going to be able to start taking all the extra turns. He's wanting another Nexus of Fate. I mean, he's got plenty of opportunities to find it. Pretty soon we're going to start milling out. He's probably going to have he probably has a Jason hand. Nexus of Fate again. Dismiss. I don't need to see it. I already know what's happening. Does he find another one? He found another one. Alright. Yep, he got it. His library's starting to get too low. He's running 4 Nexuses, so I mean he's just gonna start hitting it every turn. And he's gonna mill himself and then play Jace and win the game that way. Alright, well, I got a little too greedy. I should have taken his Wilderness Reclamation. I think that would have been a little bit better option for us. Alright, well, Prison Realm seems good. We'll take out Lightning Strikes. The gates come in. You can take out... like Mesmerizing Benthid and maybe an Omen Speaker or something like that. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, Bloodsuns come in. Yep, Bloodsuns come in. We'll take out a Mentor and maybe one Watley. Go like that. So now we'd see how good Bloodsun is. Hopefully it's pretty decent. Prison Realm would be good. We will play first. 2 lands, Prison Realm, 3 drops, but the lands are all on color. We'll keep. Hopefully we'll draw another one. We're running 24. So... Sacred Foundry tapped. Go on to our opponent's turn here. He's got an island. Maybe an opt in hand. Ooh, we drew into the Blood Sun, which is good. We just need one more land. One more land, we can start playing Magic. Hopefully this doesn't end up being we don't find a... There's the opt I knew of. Hopefully this doesn't turn into we're trying to find our 3rd land by like turn 8. So... Everything starts at turn 3 for us. I'd be happy if we just get like land. I bet that would be pretty decent for us. I'd even be okay with like a blue land at the moment. Anything. A pain land. Anything. Magic Gods. Magic Gods, please give us a land. Nope. Sweet. No magic today. So how y'all doing? So I didn't think that this was that risky of a keep. We're running 24 lands. We had 2 in hand. Everything's at 3 drop. But apparently I was wrong. At least we have our game plan in hand. He did find a Blast Zone though, which is unfortunate. There's the Tameo. Sweet. Well, Blood Sun would be a good thing to drop in order to get in there. Ketcha is just too far off, so we will get rid of a Ketcha. Double blast zone. Yep. Alright, still has not found a root snare, which is good for us, I guess. It'd be nice to find if we could. Unfortunately, we didn't find the negate in time, nor have we found lands, so that's unfortunate for us. But let's see if there's a land. Pay the 2 life. Go ahead and get down Prison Realm. So you have negate. Yep, there's negate. Alright. So next turn we can do like Blood Sun, draw a card. Maybe find another land, hit Tameo. Or no, hit the lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does he have a Wilderness Reclamation? There it is. Sweet. Alright, he may have another negate in hand. He can potentially dig for it, but hopefully this Blood Sun will resolve. And if it does resolve, we'll be in good shape. Although it looks like he may be getting back negate. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Yep. Yeah, him having that negate in hand kind of sealed our fate, especially since we weren't drawing lands. So, but we can try to power through it. We'll just have to be very careful about that Blood Sun. Unfortunately, he's got kind of like all the mana he needs. Alright. Well, we'll just start dealing damage to Tameo. And get Tameo off the board as fast as we can. Sweet. Well, guys, this is the trouble with running jank. Sometimes you just don't work well. That's okay. Drawn from Dreams. That's a good card. I always thought that playing that with like Kafnet would be really good. Be able to dig 7 cards, put 2 in your hand, and then you just have to do that for 2 blue. That seems like it'd be really good. Yeah, he's got the Nexus too. Oh man, and his library is getting really low. He's probably got a couple of Nexus in hand anyways. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's see if he's able to get to loop a couple of times. I'm assuming he is. He's got negate backup as well. We never drew into our blue mana. We were pretty hard pressed for lands. Again, I didn't feel like it was a risky keep, but I guess it was. It's unfortunate we couldn't get the Blood Sun down in time. I think had we had it on the turn 3, we would have been fine. Alright, come on, opponent. Do you have it? Do you have the loop? Can you prove to me that you have the loop here? Again, if you're running 4 of them, I mean, you should be able to find it. Alright, there it is. Alright, so for those of you who don't know how this deck wins, they likely have a Jace in hand, or it's in their graveyard, for them to be able to get it later. And basically they loop, 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 milling themselves with Nexus of Fate and Tameo, and start digging through their library with Azcanta, and then they play a Jace, and then they just draw themselves out with Jace and win the game. So, yeah, because I mean they're at 21 life at the moment. So okay, there's that, but I mean this is, he's gonna negate. If he doesn't negate, it'd be hilarious. Yeah. But no, well, but that's the loop. So I think we're pretty much good to call this one done. I mean, he's got 2 Nexuses in hand. He's at 20 life. We just had a really slow start. So he's got a Root Snare in hand. I mean, down to 19 cards. Yeah. Takes the extra turn. Dismiss. He's going to Azcanta. He probably has the Jace in hand. Oh, he just called Nexus of Fate. So he got 3. It has 3 Nexuses now. Yeah. So he's gonna just maybe cast all 3 or something like that. Oh, he's just toying with me now. Dude, just win the game. Pays you life. We'll go ahead and show him what it is that we're trying to do. Does he have the negate? I'm assuming he's got the negate. But we can Glenhorn, swing in. He can do his thing of Root Snaring. But if you've never played against this deck sucks to play against. Most people would concede by this point. But I would like to see it win at least once. But I know he's probably got the win here. Easy peasy. He's got the negate in hand. Alright. I'm just gonna concede. He's not actively trying to win at this point. So it's just boring to watch. Alright, well. That was Bant Nexus Turbo Fog. Or Fog, I guess. It's not really turbo. But that was that mill deck. Self-mill. Alright, well, we've played, I think, enough games of Big Butts. And I cannot lie, it was not that great of an experience. It had some interesting things in it, so we'll break it on down here. So we've got, as far as like our card advantage, there's a reason why Mentor's not being played right now. It's just a little too weak. People can kill it really easily. We don't get the advantage until it's, by what, turn 4? Turn 3 if you're running out with like Llanowar Elves, things like that. Militia Bugler is okay. It's actually better than the Mentor, especially in this list, because we get immediate value from it. It comes down, we can find something, and it's just kind of replaced itself in our hand. It's also got Vigilance with our High Alert down. It's a 3/3. So that card seems good in this list. I unfortunately wasn't really able to make this one shine. I'm going to be coming up with another deck that's actually going to focus around this type of a strategy of like the discarding and things like that. But I was trying to make it work in a list like this to where we can get it down, get it surprise 4 damage, haste out of nowhere. Unfortunately, that game plan didn't quite work. The biggest disappointment for me was the amplifier. I unfortunately was not able to get it down and keep it. There were plenty of opportunities for it had I drawn it to where we could have easily gotten like a 10-10 or a 12-12 swinging in every single turn. If we had an Aurelia down, it would then gain trample. We did find a lot of Aurelias. Aurelia came around a lot, and we're only running 2. So there's that, I guess. So Aurelia are obviously good. It's a mythic for a reason. I think that's fine in this list. I mean, we were able to hit for 5 every single turn. It does seem to be bugged, though, on Arena, where we pumped Aurelia and we swung in, and we were not able to buff a creature with Mentor when High Alert was on the battlefield, because it showed that its power was 5, even though that's not how that technically works. So that was kind of unfortunate. So it does seem to be glitched on Arena if you're running High Alert with it. Surge Mare, had we been running more against more like green creatures, I think would have actually been pretty good in this list. It's a 0/5 for 2 mana. It does have the option for us to be able to pump it, so that way we can be dealing damage with it. But so I think this one is actually still pretty good for a list like this. The cycling of cards is pretty good as well. Omen Speaker was okay. It's nice being able to get a 2 mana 3/3 at when High Alert's down. The Scry 2 is almost a draw card, so it feels pretty good to be able to filter through your deck like that. Deputy of Detention, it hasn't really seen a whole lot of play recently. It used to see a lot of play like Hero and blue-white control, and Esper control, and it's kind of fallen on the wayside. There's just a lot of removal, especially with decks like Feather and things like that that can easily get rid of it very quickly. It just doesn't have as much of clout as it used to. So in a deck like this, it seems like it would be good, and it is to some extent, because we can find it with our creatures. It then becomes a 3/3 and things like that. But we may just have been better served to run for Prison Realm or something like that in its place. As far as like the Mesmerizing Benthed, we did manage to cast it a couple of times, and it was nice having a hexproof 5/5 that brought in 2 0/2s that became 2/2s, and that was pretty cool. It did allow us to like stall out the game. I think this is probably the best deck for this card. People have been trying to play it with, or had tried playing it with like the Jace, the Cunning Castaway, whatever it is, and that's kind of a cute one. You can also be playing this with that wizard that creates bird illusions. That's another option for you to play this card. But I think this is probably the best list. This type of list is probably the best list for this card, because it produces 9 power when you have like a High Alert or a Huatli down. Speaking of Huatli, the life gain was relevant in one of the games that we played, but unfortunately our opponent was just able to take over the board too fast for us to be able to really see the full benefit of her. We weren't able to make use of the last ability on High Alert of untapping a creature. We were just, sorcery speed playing things out. If we were to go Bant with something like this, maybe we could run like Leyline of Anticipation for Flash. That could be kind of good. Maybe we would run something like the Vivian, the 3-mana Vivian, to give our creatures flash, being able to flash in these big beefy bodies to be able to get surprise blocks, things like that, or skirt around counter spells or anything like that could be good. Those are some pretty good options. Oketra seemed pretty good as well. It won its games. In a list like this, it does seem like it fits fairly well, because it would swing in and be 12 damage as it hits, versus the just the 6 damage. And plus, whenever we cast a creature, which our deck is full of, we'd be able to get the 4/4 zombies as well. So that was the list. It kind of performed about as expected. I was hoping it would be a little bit better, but that's about as expected. We won 1 match. We won a couple of games here and there. And I believe we've played 5 matches, so it did not perform as great as some other lists that could be out there. But I think that it's definitely one that maybe could bring like to an F&M. Maybe tweak it just a smidge and see if you can't get some surprise games from friends. It is a fun deck to play, especially if you can get down your win conditions. Maybe running fewer creatures, more high impact creatures, and more card draw could facilitate that a little bit better, or maybe just a little bit more removal, something like that. As for the sideboard, Sun Cleanser seems like it would be really good. we didn't really get a chance to test it, but I do think that this is a good option for the sideboard. It becomes a 2-mana 4/4 that also gets rid of things like elemental lands that with counters on it, or a Hydroid Krasis. That seems really good. The Controlling Sunwing was actually really good against Cavalcade of Calamity. And also, it would be good against the reanimation style decks that want to be playing the reanimating bond, whatever it is that gives the creature haste. That does, those decks do exist. This was really good against Cavalcade. I think it was a good option. Prison Realm probably should have maybe been main board or something like that. Shield Mirror is again good against those burn matchups. Blood Sun, unfortunately, we weren't able to cast it, so we weren't able to see it work. Bishop of Rebirth. I think the other 5-drops are more impactful. Again, that's probably why I put it in the sideboard to begin with. I was hoping to be able to bring it in against the removal-heavy decks to be able to get back our other creatures for long-term value. But I think they're probably just better options for us to be able to play instead of that. Heck, like Sorcerer's Spyglass could have been a good option. The 3-mana Teferi to stop counter spells and instant speed stuff could be a good option. So there's some options here that we could have brought in. Leyline of Leyline of Combustion could have been a good one. The mono white Leyline of like Solidarity or Solitaire, Solemnity, something like that. I can't remember what it is. The one that gives us hexproof could be a good option. Maybe the Wanderer could have been a good option as well. That would have kind of shut down Cavalcade a little bit. It could have also just taken care of like Nicol Bolas's, things like that. Against discard, there is a Johnny's Last Stand, which we could bring into our hand, and then whenever we're forced to discard something from our opponent, we can get a free 4/4. So that's an option as well. But discard hasn't really been as huge of a meta deck as it once was. So I would just judge your meta as you play. But that might be a good option as well. Well, guys, that was the list. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I know it wasn't the best deck that's out there in Standard at the moment, but I'm sure you guys would have fun playing it in FNM if you guys brought it with you. Again, my name is DBoe. You can find me over at lanesego.com. You can check out all of our socials, again, which is Twitter is at lanesego1, which is the number 1. Facebook is lanesego or the sideboard. We also obviously have the Twitch here, twitch.tv/lanesego. And again, just over at our website, Lanesego, you can always keep up to date. We have a podcast, The Main Phase, releases every single Thursday. And yeah, we're constantly trying to do better with our streams and everything like that. We hope you guys will continue to support us. We can't do this without you. And I'll talk to you soon.